Good morning. um, if you're asking yourself, Liz, why do you still day trade? I don't know either. So I was watching the new Gritani DVD yesterday, and it talks about like overextended gap downs. Um, Today AMC was red pre-market, and it looks like an overextended gap down. There was some news yesterday that the company is going to sell 25 million more shares. They're waiting for stockholder approval. Um, And so I was like, okay. Um, and I saw this kind of bumping its head at red to green because he uses red to green. It's the previous day's close. Like it says it right here, previous close. And if you go here and you click toggle close indicator, this pops up, which I like. Um, and oops, what am I doing? I saw that it excuse me, I bumped my head. I came to the market around here, made some coffee, sat down, and yesterday I had mold in my butter filter, which is probably fucking on my mind. But I saw this 5134 level, and I was like, cool, it bumped its head. It went a little past, but then it crashed. I was like, I gotta get in before the train leaves. And um, then it went back to $50.60. And I was feeling so cool right here when it went to 48. I was like, oh, this is going to be a beautiful morning panic. And it started off red and then shot up into a giant green candle. Now, AMC is not the same as other stocks because it has a lot of volume. It has the Wall Street bets people behind it. So I'm not going to get discouraged that, like, this happened. I only went 50 shares, but from my entry at 40, I could not get out of my risk in time. Like, it literally blew past $2 of my risk before I was like, whoa, this shit is dangerous. So I was in from 49.57, and by the time I could actually get out, it was $53. So, yeah. Um, I don't know what to say. This was a $171 loss. I did not want to sit through it going red to green. Like, this is a nice entry if you're ballsy, going green on the day at 54. But the borrow fees were very low, it was just $2.80. But by ending this trade for myself, what I did was now my account is down $2,000. So even though I had two more day trades, I can't even play it. You know what I mean? Like, um, I think my size was a little bit too big for my account. Like, yes, I like this. The way positions have to be decided is based on what you're willing to risk. So if I was willing to risk like $50, how do I do this? I have forgotten. It's something like I have to divide the amount of shares by my risk. $50. I mean, but let's think about it. I'm willing to risk $50, right? No, I was in $2 away from my risk. So this was $100 of risk. I should have had 25 shares. Even if I had 25 shares, um, so that I could risk $50 on my account, I would have been $50 away from my risk level because I'm in from 49.50 and it's pretty much 51.50 or 51.34, whatever, which is the actual exit. So 25 times 2, that's $50 of risk. But even with that, it spiked on me $2 more. So yes, I want to have a $50 risk, but this would have turned into $100 of risk anyway. So, um, yeah. So now I gotta refund this account to keep those day trades, and um And yeah, that sucks. That sucks for me. Maybe I should have given this more time to open. I don't know. Like, this is a nice entry, risking off of this, waiting for the morning to like do whatever. Maybe I got in too early, I can say. But this was so like interesting to me. Me and my friend have been talking a lot about patience, and I was not being patient here. I was chasing weakness, um, because it was $2 away. Now, even if I took this entry, it seems a little bit more stabilized in like how fast it's pushing. Like this was such a fast push. Like this was kind of my worry about pre-market is like it's very fast. So my size was enough to survive, but I think if I'm going to try this strategy again, I'm going to wait for maybe the market to open like a few minutes to see if there's any like fake out breakout type stuff, because this is now red on the day. This would be a perfect re-entry. Like I just got squeezed. So um I'm gonna watch it for a second. Like let's watch it. But it is extremely frustrating for me to screw up all my day trades, like spend the time studying and practicing and then fucking up on the practice. Like, fuck, man. This is so fucking difficult. Jesus Christ. So here, 51. Let's see if it can push past 51.34, yesterday's close. I'm hungry. There. It would have shot me out anyway. So this might have the word propensity comes to mind. I don't know if that's correct or not. This might have the thing to go green today because it's a Friday, I guess, you know. Um Somebody in the chat room that I'm in alerted me yesterday that Stephen Ducks made $3 million shorting this. Like, that man is a genius. I was like, wow. So, but for the average Joe, it's fucking hard. Um, yeah. So whether I got in here or whether I got in here, this would have been a loss. It might have been a little bit more controlled of a loss, but you can see how it goes from 34 to freaking 70, 84 in like a couple of seconds. Like this shit has volume. See how it's at 52 now? Like if you're manually typing in your orders, that shit creates slippage. Um like sometimes it is very difficult to cut losses quickly. It's not even because you don't want to, it's because like this shit slips. So I probably should have only played 10 shares on this to give myself room, but I would have lost anyway. I would have lost, that was $2, another $2. I would have lost $40 instead of 171, and I probably would have replayed it and lost again. So maybe the better idea is to just leave AMC the hell alone. But I don't know. This is a nice entry because it's lower than this. 53, risking 54.80. That's cool. But yeah, I was specifically testing red to green, risking off of red to green, which I've never done before. I've always used like support and resistance. Like this line perfectly matches up and then it bumps its head. It seems like totally smart. You know, I love it. Like when I was watching, I was like, oh, this is so cool. But yeah, it's more complicated than that. So yeah, I'm done for the day, unfortunately. I gotta refund my account. I've already refunded it like $100, I think, maybe 150. Like, I literally, it's very frustrating. I did something really cool yesterday. I played Fortnite without the sound because studying is so fucking boring. And I'm working my way through the How to Make Millions DVD again. And it's so fucking boring. And the pictures don't change too often. But by playing Fortnite, I can have my ears open because I'm just playing on autopilot and I'm listening to what's being said. So I was able to study for 2 hours or an hour and a half yesterday. That helped me. Um, but yeah, just when you think like you get something, it's like it kicks you in the ass. Let's see what the high is 54.80. This is probably the better entry risking off of here. Even though it's green on the day, this is probably better for risk to reward. 54 risking 80 cents. At least for a panic down to view app of $50. But it's just tough, man. Toughity tough to tough. I mean, look at this daily chart. Like, I know there's so much meat on the bone. It's far away from the ground. Like, it's put in a top, it's put in a lower high. Today was red. Like, I like that I shorted it today. It makes sense technically. Like, am I not seeing something? Like, what did it do yesterday? Had a panic, bumped its head, panicked again, and then squeezed. And then came right back down, going sideways, sideways, sideways. And then this. So, I don't know. This idea, no, see? Do you see this? It just cannot be trusted. Cannot be trusted. Did you see that little fucking flip? It's got too much volume. I would have been pushed out here too. And look, see how it went from 53 to 55? Like, this is total short squeeze land. It really is. Because it's not making sense. It's just not making sense. And I think when you try to impose your will on the stock, it becomes even harder. So I remember when I was watching it at 19 and going like, if GME went to $400 from the Wall Street Bets people, why did I not go long on it and just wait for like a huge crack? And the reason is because in January when that was my plan, it went to fucking $7 and like I lost $500. So I'm obviously scarred from that experience. And being a short bias trader, it makes more sense for me to short things anyway. So I don't know, I'm trying to like logically figure out like what happens here. I think I had a solid risk. Maybe my share size was too big, but I could not survive this squeeze. And I'm not someone to just wait for things to collapse. Like in old Gratani videos and stuff, he used to be like, he used to get squeezed and then wait for a pullback. Like he wouldn't sell into strength. And I kind of did that yesterday on BlackBerry, where like I sold right here at $18 only for it to go to $13.56. Like I was in for $13.22. I could have gotten out, right? But I didn't know the future. Like when I was looking at this, I was like, yeah, this looks like, hold on, I'm trying to move it over. Will it let me? Here, let me get rid of this. I was like, oh, this might be going up. This looks like an ascending triangle. No, boom. So I can't. I just wish I had more capital in my arsenal. That is really the problem here. The problem is the lack of capital to give me more tries, and like stupid shit. Like I lost 2 day trades today because my fucking account is under 2K. And then I gotta refill it. And then I gotta wait. So I always feel like I'm like on the outside of this glass wall, like looking in, and I can't, like watching people play, and I can't play the game because I'm outside of this wall. And it's so frustrating as a trader. And there's literally nothing I can do. It's just, it is what it is. It is what it is for years though. So, yeah, I'm just frustrated today. But marching along, I'm keeping head high, keeping it going, recording things as they happen. That's all. I hope you have a good day, and don't fuck up on this shit like I did. Okay, bye.